Welcome back, students, in our physical education class. Today we are going to discuss unit 2 and today we'll just start unit 2 and the name of unit 2, sports and nutrition. Sports and nutrition, and there is so many topics like balanced diet and nutrition, macro and micronutrition, nutrients, nutritive and non-nutritive components of diet, eating for weight control, healthy weight, pitfalls of diet, food intolerance and food myths. Today we are going to discuss part by part. First, balanced diet. What is balanced diet? Actually, balanced diet is a diet where or which consists all the essential food constituents like carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, minerals and water in a correct proportion. I am repeating again. Balanced diet is a diet which constitutes or which consists all the essential food constituents like carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, minerals and water in a correct proportion. That is balanced diet. And what is nutrition? Nutrition defined as a science of food and its relationship with health. What is nutrition? Nutrition is defined as the science of food and its relationship with health. Now, the nutrients are defined in two types. Nutrients are defined in two types. Nutrients, two types. Macro and micro. Two types, macro and micro. Which one is macro and which one is micro? Macronutrients, which our body is required in large amount. Those nutrients which our body is required in large amount or are required in large amount, that's a macronutrient. And those nutrients which our body are required in less amount, those are micronutrients. So in macronutrient there are four nutrients like carbohydrate, protein and fat and water. In daily basis, that four nutrients is required in more amount or large amount. So next, what is carbohydrate? Carbohydrate, protein, fat, water, minerals, and vitamin. Carbohydrate. What is carbohydrate? Now, in carbohydrate, there is presence of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Carbo, it means there is presence of carbon. Hydra, that means there is presence of hydrogen, and it represents the oxygen. In carbohydrate, the hydrogen and oxygen are present as the ratio of water. That means H2O. That's why in digestion of carbohydrate they require less amount of water. With less amount of water, carbohydrate can easily digest and provide the essential energy. In carbohydrate, there is two types: simple carbohydrate and complex carbohydrate. Simple carbohydrate, which one? Those carbohydrate which can be soluble in water, those are simple carbohydrate, like glucose, fructose, maltose. These are simple carbohydrate. They can easily soluble in water. And the complex carbohydrate, those cannot be soluble or insoluble in water. Complex carbohydrates are taste sweet in taste they are. So the example is sugar, glycogen. These are the complex carbohydrate. Next, protein. Protein also contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sometimes sulfur. And protein directly cannot be absorbed by our body. Protein product can turn into amino acid through the digestion, then it can be consumed by our body. There is 23 types of amino acid, but 9 types of amino acid can be present in food through protein. So, next, fat. Fat also contains carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, but the percentage is carbon 76%, hydrogen 12%, and oxygen 12%. In fat, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen percentage is 76, 12, and 12. That is 12%. Fat also 3 types, but fat can be different with the structure of fat. The 3 types of fats are like saturated fat, polysaturated fat, and monosaturated fat. Saturated fat, if we consume saturated fat, then it can be risk of heart disease. If we take saturated fat daily in a large amount, then we can feel or we can face the heart disease, because it increase the cholesterol level of blood. And polyunsaturated fat and monounsaturated fat, polyunsaturated fat and monounsaturated fat, they are lowering the cholesterol level from blood. So these are the macronutrients and then micronutrient. Micronutrient, first, minerals. Minerals are very essential to our body, but it requires less amount of food. Less amount. Minerals are also in two types: macrominerals and microminerals. Macrominerals is required 0.1 gram in daily, per daily. Macrominerals are required 0.1 gram per daily, and microminerals require 0.01 gram per daily. So you know that how less amount they require daily in our body, but it is essential. And which are the macrominerals and which are the microminerals? The macrominerals are calcium, potassium, sodium, magnesium, phosphorus, and microminerals are iodine, iron, copper, etc. Next, vitamin. Vitamin is also essential in our body. And I forgot to discuss about water. Lastly, macronutrients. Daily basis we require large amount of water in our body to either you can say that for the digestion of that three types of nutrients: carbohydrate, protein and fat. And in the other way, you can say that our body is required daily large amount of water for the do essential work inside our body. Our blood also contains 90% of water in our body. So water is also macronutrients. Then vitamin, micronutrients. Vitamins is also require less amount in our body, but it is very essential. Otherwise you can face various types of disease, lack of vitamin. Vitamins are also two types, and it depends on either water soluble vitamin and fat soluble vitamin. Which one is the water soluble vitamin? Water soluble vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. And fat soluble vitamins are vitamin B and all the types of B vitamin and vitamin C. So these are the macronutrients and micronutrients. So we are going to discuss next. Next is nutritive components of diet. Components of diet: nutritive, and non-nutritive. Nutritive and non-nutritive components of diet. Components of diet defined as their nutritive according to their nutritive value. Those components which have the nutritive value, these are nutritive component, and those don't have any nutritive value, but it is essential for our body. These are the non-nutritive components. So nutritive components are 5 types: carbohydrate, protein, fat, minerals, and 5 vitamins. These are nutritive components because they have the nutritive value. They are through these components we get the energy. They have nutritive value and they are essential for our body. But fiber, water, color compound, flavor compound and plant compound, these are also essential for our body, but they don't have any nutritive value. These are already discussed, but fiber which presents in food but it requires our body for bending the muscles, and color compound which contains in the food is also essential for our body. Flavor compound, that means taste compound, it also essential, we know that one, and plant compound also essential. We will discuss the non-nutritive components in details, because nutritive components also in details in next part. Today's class is this much. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe.